why I see them early. Hey.
Hi, I saw your sign.
Yes,
I was just curious about it.
Oh.
Because I saw this earlier too, and I was like,
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What do you know about them, if you know anything?
Well, just basically from what I've heard, is that they're a cult. So are you like a former cult
I'm
member?
not. So I'm completely different, but I have been. Like in LA, they have a big blue building where all their most devoted members that sign billing year contracts. So you heard me correct, billing year contracts.
Yeah.
They sign it, and they're mostly in LA or in Clearwater, Florida. But mostly why people say they're a cult is when they try to get people from other countries to come here because everyone wants the American dream and have a better life. Because some countries, either they're at war, or there's poverty, you can't get a job. The money is $1 is like half a penny for some countries. So they come here, right, to make it better, and they try to target those people to get them in by saying, hey, we'll give you a place to stay for free. We can give you money, which they don't give money, they want money.
Is this new?
No, it's been here since 2019.
Have you been coming out here since?
Since January 21st, I've been coming out here.
Wow.
I wasn't.
And are you with the?
No, she's part of the other thing, which is unfortunate because. But no, so going into that, so what they do is once they get those people from out of country, they take their passport and green cards because they help them get it. So they keep them in a safe. So say we were trying to leave, if we were from a different country, you and me can't leave because if we leave, where are we going to go with no documents? What they also do is if parents want to get their kids out of that country and they're trying to figure out a way for them to leave, they'll convince the parents to let them take the kids and bring them here. If the parents and kids come here, or even people that are American or here U.S. citizens have kids, sometimes what they do if they are Sea Org members, which are the billing year contract people, they'll leave the parents, let's say, here in Boston, and they'll take the kids to Clearwater. There's also a thing called Chase Wave where they were taking out credit cards and elderly people's names because they have their social security numbers, and they were taking out credit cards and maxing it out. So if the limit was $15K, they would charge $15K on their credit card without them knowing. So you could even look that one. You could look up because that one, if you look up Chase Wave, you'll see where Chase Bank told them no more. We're not accepting no more charges from Church of Scientology. Danny Masterson, do you know who that is? He's an
actor
from the '70s show.
Yeah.
So he raped 3 women that we know of. Church of Scientology covered it up. 3 women went to the high members in Church of Scientology in Los Angeles and said, "Hey, he raped me. You guys say they can't call the police on each other." So they went to the church, told them. They hid it until it finally came out in court because they went to the police after they left the church. They had to escape pretty much. And then they went to the police, and there's no statute on rape, to be honest.
And how did you get
so in October
coming out here?
So in October I started following just on YouTube when I was bored, just seeing videos on YouTube, and I saw people protesting. So out in LA is a bigger presence of Scientology because they have body routers, people that go up down the street and try to recruit people. So people were just trolling them. Not really trolling them, but telling them the truth. So when they say, "Oh yeah, let's watch a free movie," which is what they'll tell you, the movie is about Dianetics, which is their book. It's not a free movie.
About it,
They also offer personality tests and IQ tests. So they try to trick you. So they'll be like, "Oh, aren't you curious of what your IQ is? What your IQ is? Let's take a test." No, it's all about Scientology. So I was following that, and then me living in Boston, just fairly recent to Boston, I was like, hey, now that I've been following that, let me see if there's one nearby, because I just never seen one. Because I'd figure in a city like Boston, people should know, right, that there's Scientology here. So I Googled it, and then I found this place.
I see. Okay.
And then they actually
been out here ever since.
Since January 21st.
Did the staff ever interact with you?
They used to. I actually took a tour in there back in March because they didn't know I was out here protesting. Because I didn't have a sign, and I was just out here filming. So I went in there. I ran them down and gave them info like of past videos I've seen. I just acted like it was my own info, and they ended up giving me a tour in March, and then I've just been now visibly protesting, and now they don't talk to me. Like I'll tell them, hey, how's it going? Have a good day when I see them, because I want people to see, look how awkward and how weird it is for someone who, this is a religion that won't talk to other people in the public, no matter what their opinion is. And what they've been doing now too is instead of going through the front door, because they're on the second floor, right to the right before you get to these double doors, they've been sneaking people out through the back now.
Was that guy?
I don't know. I don't know because he could be part of the school. I've never seen him. because I thought she was too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then one day I was filming out here because I film all the cars to see like what
License
constantly
plate.
is here because that's illegal. I'm in public. And I'm not looking people's information. It's more for my knowledge. Like, hey, this car has been here 7 days now that I've been here in a row. Like, there's no coincidence. Either they work here or they're part of this church thing. So I kind of know who the members are now, like left and right. So yeah. So and they do. I did see today they are putting stuff on people's windshields as their propaganda. I had to take it all off today. It took me like an hour and 20 minutes going up and down Commonwealth because I don't want people to get any other propaganda. I mean, if they're more than happy to join if you're over 18, because that's the reason why I am protesting is the elderly abuse, the human trafficking, and child abuse. Children under 18 cannot consent to this thing. They can't be they believe in something called auditing, which is like profession.
Yeah. I've heard about it.
They put you on these aluminum soda cans pretty much, and you're supposed to admit your crimes to them.
Yeah.
Tell me what a 4-year-old girl can, or boy can, what crimes can they commit? Come on. So for me, anyone over 18, you're more than happy to join a cult if you want. Go for it. I'm not going to stop you, but I just don't think if you're under 18, especially if you're 5 years old, that you should be forced by your parents. Because again, I mean, I know if I was back being 5 years old, whatever my mom and dad said is what I was going to do. You know, they're my parents. I'm assuming they know what's best for me, and if they're telling me, hey, come here, we're going to go here, I'm assuming that it's the right thing to do, and honestly, it's not. I mean, you can look up Scientology yourself, and if you get past their websites, you'll see ex-members, because this is the other thing I was going to tell you. I actually do watch a lot of ex-members on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they've been in the Sea Org where you signed that billion-year contract, and they've been regular staff. And they tell you all the abuses that they physically went through or that they physically saw from other people. So it's not just people saying it online like me telling you. Like other people have actually witnessed this. And then like for the auditing, there's a person who was 12 years old that was the auditor. So the person the people tell their crimes to. There was elderly people, grown men telling a 12-year-old that they were doing bad things to children. That's how can you do that? How can a 12-year-old sit there and listen to other men or women say, hey, I've done these horrible things to kids? That's bad. That's horrible. So those are really the main reasons why I'm out here.
I got you. Well, thank you for filming. I do have to get going.
No, you're good. I appreciate you even stopping by, because that's really all I can do now, because I used to put flyers up, but then they called code enforcement, and it's $300 per pull per day. So I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, I was out here for like 2.5 weeks putting up flyers.
Wait, that's the city.
They called the city on me.
So technically, it's illegal to put
whoever that is, they get a $300 fine, but they're not going to call on him.
Right.
They're only going to call on.
They called on.
Did
you get a ticket?
Thankfully, it wasn't me who did it. It was someone else. But the code enforcement guy was super cool. He was super cool. That came out. He said, I'm not going to do it as long as you guys take him down. So
he said if
$300 per pull per day. Yeah, and it's that pull. We had him here on a tree, and the tree was considered $300. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, so be careful if you're trying to put up flyers.
I know.
As long as it's not against a cult, you're fine, because they're all over the place. You'll continue to walk that way, and you'll see more flyers. Well, thanks for stopping by and talking. Yep, take care. Have a good one.